All right, ladies. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm going to see if I can get my Instagram on here. If I get feedback, I'll have to turn it off. Let's see. All right, welcome to Well Diva, a very special Well Diva Wednesday. All things Thompson Ferrier luxury candles today. Y'all can see I'm a big fan. I've got my collection here. I'm missing one that's in another room, but I have my elephants and my Buddha, and then I gave my black elephant away as a gift. So I'm a huge, huge fan. And I am so excited to tell y'all I have Raffi here, and I'm going to bring him on. He is the CEO of this luxury. I think these are the most luxurious candles in the world. I'll let him confirm that. I think so, though. But if you are here, hello. If you're here on Instagram, I can see your name. But if you're here on Facebook, I cannot see. Hi, T. Okay, I see you. Anyone else, make sure you go to the link above, StreamYard link, and put your name in and come back so I can see who you are. And if you make any comments and I can't see who you are, make sure you say your name. I see someone says Facebook user. It's been a while. I don't know who that is, but welcome. So make sure you say your name. Okay, and I am going to bring on the man of the hour without further ado. Welcome, Raffi. And Raffi, I'm going to have you tell us your last name because I don't want to mess it up. I know it starts with an A.
Arslanian. It is Armenian. It is Arslanian.
Arslanian rhymes with Armenian, and I know it is an Armenian name. Okay, welcome. I'm so excited to have you here today. Looks like we are on both Facebook and Instagram, or at least I'm on both Facebook and Instagram. I can't see you on Instagram, but
I'm on TikTok too, by the way. So I've got TikTok. So for everyone who's on TikTok, Well Diva
Lifestyle.
Yes. So we're on. I'm just gonna have them listen in.
Okay, wonderful, wonderful. All right, so I'm gonna let you have the floor and tell us. I guess we can start with how you got into this? How you got into luxury?
That's where we're going to start?
Yeah, let's start there.
Okay. So all of you, I was a real estate developer, by the way, and a lot of people don't know the story. I'm going to make it super short. Part of home, when you build a tract home, you have to stage it. Your home is beautiful. You take care of your home, every little nuance. So when you walk into a home, when we used to do this tract housing, like multiple units, every model had to be beautiful, but it also has to smell great. I never subscribed to the idea that you have to have baking cookies because it felt weird. So I said, it has to smell just great. So I developed my own fragrances. My father's been in the fragrance business for many years. This is my father with Cary Grant. Do you remember Cary Grant?
I know the name. I'm not that old.
So our background is fine fragrance. So as part of developing the real estate, every candle looked like a jar, just a glass jar.
Yep.
They all look the same. All of them. All of them don't have complexities. All of them don't have richness of fragrance. All of them don't deliver a powerhouse of fragrance. They just don't. Majority don't. So I decided to make the candles in 2007 when the market crashed. I crashed with it.
Okay. Wow.
So it's okay, but that's then the next thing was I'm going to make some beautiful candles. So the backbone of the brand is it's decorative, beautiful decorative component. It's richness to the fragrance and the bouquet of fragrance the way I feel that I like it, so that it's kind of like what I'm kind of comfortable with. And then the brand revolves around my customer experience, which is customer service. It's my number one. It's what I call my North Star. So my background is in business is how does the customer feel with me?
And I know, y'all, he's telling the truth because I'm a customer. And Raffi has really taken care of me. When we had a situation, I don't know if you remember, where I got a candle. It wasn't what I thought I was getting. You sent me another one, no charge, like just keep the other one. So I ended up gifting that one. So, I mean, just wonderful. You can't beat that, y'all.
Well, at the end of the day, we are, you have a lifestyle following, and in your world and my world, they're parallel because at the end of the day, we're about our emotions, are about our good health, our well-being, our mental health, our all these things. Your home is your sanctuary. I mean, we just keep adding and adding and adding, and at the end of the day, I'm not selling a candle. I am gaining an experience with you, and I'm hoping that you're loving the way you feel when you have me in your home because I'm a guest. Those things are a guest in your home, and I better be a damn good guest in your home.
Right.
That's how I look at it, and I say thank you for inviting me.
And it comes through. It definitely comes through. Do we have any questions here for Raffi? I see we got a few people, but I don't see any comments or questions yet.
I'm going to get one of my candles so people can see what I'm talking about. I mean, I know you're holding it up, but, super decorative, beautiful, simple. I'm an architect by education. This is an architectural piece. So this is the real background where, so if you go into, by the way, for the record, if you go into Bloomingdale's and you go into the niche category of fragrances, that's all the family business, sister company.
Wait, say that again.
It's when you go to Bloomingdale's, let's say you're going to buy, hold on, I'll show you. So when in this country, when you're buying this fragrance, are you familiar with this fragrance?
Yeah.
That's from us. That's all from our family. So we're in you get a sense of where our fragrance capabilities are because of the background that we have.
Right.
So it doesn't matter where in the U.S. you're buying this, we delivered it into this country.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it's a fragrance from Armenia?
No. This is French fragrance, but we are the distributor. As a family, we understand fragrance. That's our background. Our background is fragrance distribution, customer service, beautiful packaging, but the whole works,
And definitely beautiful packaging.
Thank you.
We have a comment here. I've read that it doesn't say your name. Tell us who you are, but it says, I've read that ingredients and fragrances in some candles can be harmful. Is this taken into consideration when you're creating candles?
Good question. Now, I want to say this very carefully. Our primary goal is to give you an amazing experience visually and olfactory. Everything else is second. So we do essential oils, number one. So the answer is we don't go out of our way. They happen to be safe because of what we use, but it is not our goal. We have to be very careful. Our goal is to give you all the beautiful experiences, but a candle at the end of the day, guys, when you light a candle, you do barbecue, gas stove, it's all carcinogenic, no matter how you slice it.
Right.
So I can't stop that from being a reality. The components in essential oils, you're burning something, guys, at the end of the day. You're burning. It's a carcinogenic, no matter how you slice it.
Right. So, yeah. I mean, it's like we wear fragrances. We're inhaling something that's not natural, but that's what we choose to do because we like it. But of course, we go out, we get fresh air. If you burn a lot of scents in the home, I know I burn them a lot in the home, but I also open up the windows and get fresh air in and start the process all over.
That's being the responsible person. Therefore, I have faith in my customer, like you. You say, I want my home to smell fresh. I want to ventilate my home. I'm going to burn it for 2 hours. I want to feel good. For that reason, I want to deliver a bouquet, like a POW fragrance. So I don't worry about 1% something.
Right.
That's my answer.
Right. Good answer. It's funny how you said you started the company with real estate, because I was just telling my story maybe last week on here of how I recently sold my home, and the agent said, make sure you bake some cookies. And I was like, I'm not baking cookies. I mean, I love to bake, but I don't feel like baking cookies every single time somebody wants to come see my house. So I put a candle on instead, and it was just perfect.
I think people are not stupid. The cookie thing is gimmicky. when you light a candle, everyone knows you light a candle.
Yeah. So, okay, someone says, what are your favorite? Rita says, what are your favorites?
As far as fragrances?
Yeah, I guess so.
I will tell you, in the world of fragrance, creating a very rich layered bouquet is very difficult. So a single note of gardenia, for example, is my number one seller. My gardenia is number one seller. But gardenia has 3 phases: beginning of August, middle of August, end of season. It's light, stronger, and the strongest at the end. But when it gets strong at the end, it also has some green notes in it, brown notes in it, musky notes, woody notes. So my gardenia is true to its environment, and that's happens to be a very successful fragrance, number one. I happen to think for these days, there are 2 other ones that are the secret winners. Ash Amber Rose, think about this. Red Rose, the black one you gave away.
Oh, no.
And that's what it was. How was that fragrance?
I gave it away. I didn't even open it. So
you're kidding me.
Back now.
So let's imagine this. There are white roses, pink roses, but then there is Bulgarian rose, which is the big stem rose. It's really rich.
Yeah.
You take that rose, you put smooth tobacco, silky leather, a little bit of vanilla with ash and amber. It is just to die for.
I want it.
And in the fragrance world, to stand out is hard. This one stands out.
I think they all stand out. They do. They stand out.
Well, the one you have there, the white one, by the way, that's Neroli eucalyptus. Now that one is like $1 million spa.
It is. It is. I have it lit now, but I keep it in the bathroom because it just feels like that's just the place for it. And it lights up my whole bedroom. And if I leave it on a little bit longer than maybe 40 minutes, I can smell it all the way out in the living room too.
You know, sadly for me, guys, the candles burn for 200-300 hours, and my business would do a lot better if I had a smaller candle, because then I would buy more. But it takes people don't burn. It just doesn't. It goes for so long.
Yeah, we got another. Let's see. We got another question here. Claudia, hi. She says, "I appreciate the honesty. Does it come in any other holders than the elephant?" And Claudia, I have the Buddha.
Let me get a couple beautiful candles that we have here.
I have the Buddha. Gorgeous. He's got a few others.
Oh my God. And these are on the expensive side, guys. Like, look at this beauty.
Gorgeous. So that's the green Buddha.
Yeah, this is the green Buddha, but this is in glass, right? And then we line this with 24 karat gold here. Let me open the shade so you get a little more light in here.
And what scent comes in that one?
Well, what I've done is I've taken known fragrances and converted them, recomposed them to burn in here. So if you love Baccarat Rouge, for example, when you burn this, that's what it smells like.
That's the red one.
Yeah, the red one. And the green one, for instance, which is very not, in the candle world, that's not something that everyone does. And people feel, this is the Louis Vuitton. That's right. This is the one that we make. That goes in the green one. This is what we burn at home.
Which Louis Vuitton is that?
This one is the Attrape Rêve, means catching a dream.
Yeah, I know Louis Vuitton is my middle name. I'm gonna get that one too. Okay, hold on. I got another. Hi, Celie. Hi, Rosalind. And TD. Who is that? T? Is that T? How did you come up with the name Thompson Ferrier? I know there's a location on Fifth Avenue in New York.
You're close. I laid eyes on my woman at a restaurant called Ferrier, which was the first time I met her there. And then when we first had our date later on, it was at a hotel called Thompson. So when we were, 60 Thompson right on Thompson Street in New York, anyone know that? Ferrier was the restaurant on 65th and Madison. I just nearly died when I saw her. So, and we're still together.
That's wonderful.
That's
How long have you been together?
18 years.
Wow. And then you started the company in what year?
2000. This one was, the way you see it, it's a long story, but what you're seeing is 4 years old. Before that, it went through, I was a supplier. I learned how to do all this production stuff, all this creative stuff, because I was the biggest supplier to Home Goods.
What? Home Goods?
Yeah. If you look at today Home Goods and you go to TJ Maxx, Home Goods, Ross, Burlington, Century 29, you look at all these guys and they have decorative candles, it's because of me. And I kept telling these buyers, guys, decorative candles is the way to go. We have to make beautiful decorative candles, guys. And they were like, no, just make it out of a jar, make it just clear glass. And I kept, and they wouldn't pay me for it. And I was the best seller, but they wouldn't pay me more. And I couldn't stand it. So I'm like, that's it. November 11th, I quit that and I shifted to upscale, which is what I love.
11/11.
No, not 11. No, I'm sorry. November. Yes, November 11.
Yeah.
November 11. I told everyone I'm done with you guys.
Wow.
I'm not selling you any candles anymore because they don't appreciate it. You know, what can you buy for $14? There's no value. You know, they used to make me put very little fragrance, not so good quality. Everything will have to be like so cheap. It's not my style. I mean, you know, for us to do a $400 candle that is handmade, hand blown, this has got to go through the process of making the glass. Then you got to put it in a box, take it to another guy to put the color on, then to take it to another guy to put the gold in, then they put that in a box, then bring it here.
Yeah.
That's why it's expensive. And it's just.
I mean, you get what you pay for.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous. Someone's asking, how do we purchase the candles? I just gave you the link. It's thompsonferrier.com/Well Diva Lifestyle.
Yep.
Okay. You have a very big, beautiful Buddha, and you did have the big elephant. I don't know if you still have that one, but
I will tell you, but I'm laughing for a reason. So
Mina says, know your worth. I know that's real.
So this elephant, by the way, doesn't last. I sells out every time it comes in. So if you want it, if anybody wants it, they got to get on the wait list, and then we call. When somebody goes on the wait list, we call. We made 50 of these, and look at this beauty. We made 50 of these. We have 8 gold left and 12 silver left, and it hasn't even arrived yet. It's all look at this.
And it has a lid.
Yeah, and it has this tray. So the idea here is you buy these, it comes with 4, and you keep throwing these away, and then you keep buying the tray, the new trays, and then you display it, for instance, you know, like that.
Yeah.
In your foyer or by the fireplace, and it's a beautiful display piece.
Okay, I need that one too. Okay, so listen. So how many wicks in that one?
It's only got 5.
Only.
Yeah, well,
so
I said we're literally right now in the middle of doing a project. Now, I'm not flexing here, okay, at all.
No, go ahead and flex.
Okay, so for the Princess of Morocco, the King's, what do you call it? We're making a candle this big, that size, for $15,000 per candle.
Okay, I am not mad. Go ahead and flex that. That's worth the flex. Yeah, that's special.
I'm going to
amazing. What I wanted to ask, what's the burn time on this elephant and the burn time on the larger elephant?
Surprisingly, they're the same.
Okay, that's what I was wondering. Well, it's not surprising because I see the size of the tray.
Yeah, because they're the same. The volume of wax that holds in the small elephant and the big elephant is the same. The difference, obviously, the difference is this one is a permanent item.
It's gorgeous. Well, someone's asking, what is the burn time on that then?
280 hours.
280. Wow.
Yeah. And we have this big Buddha too, by the way. Now.
Okay. Going to get that big Buddha, y'all. Who's that asking? I see somebody asking, but I don't see your name.
Big Buddha, by the way. This is solid, and this thing burns for 3,000 hours.
Okay, so that answers your question. She said, does the large Buddha have a tray or is it all candle?
All candle. That's all candle. 60 pounds of candle. You can put 90 regular size candles in here.
90. Now, how many of you buy 90 candles in a year? I don't, and I buy a lot of candles.
So that'll burn for 144 days straight, 24 hours a day.
Okay, so and we know we're not doing that, so that's about 5 years, right? At least. Okay, so the elephant burn time is a lot less. So is there much of a difference in the price between the elephant and the big Buddha?
The elephant is actually more expensive.
Wow, and it sounds like it's more limited to more difficult to get a hold of.
This one is, because it sells out. So if anybody's looking for it, the idea is you go on the website, you go in a place called waitlist, and you put your name on there, and we'll call you, or you email support because we have a live. Let me just tell you the backstory. We only made 100, and there were 770 people on the wait list. So there's zero chance that I'm not selling that out, but we haven't reached out to everyone. So what I do is on a moment like this, if somebody emails support at Thompson Ferrier, because you're on my live, you kind of cut the line.
Y'all hear that? If you want to get on that list. Now, also, I understand, I don't know if Brielle told you or you told her, but I hear there's a Well Diva Thompson Ferrier candle.
That's right. We forgot about that. Oh my God. Did she prepare for? Oh my God. I just wrote, you're right. So with every purchase that anyone makes today, we are giving away. I'm sorry, guys. She did not prepare it, and she ran out.
That's okay, because it was really just this all came about quite quickly. But I did tell the ladies if they make a purchase today of $175 or more, they would get the limited edition special Well Diva Thompson Ferrier Orange Blossom Candle.
Right. I don't know if you guys know this, that we hire moms only here. They're all moms.
Oh, that's nice.
And they come and go as they please, meaning if they get a phone call to school, I like
that. Now I could work there.
Yeah, I'm not kidding you. They come and go. If you saw Brielle run out of here, like, oh my God, I got to get to school, and then she'll be back. If they get a phone call from principal, they run.
I love it. Now y'all heard me tell my story about how I didn't do jobs too well. I just, I do my job, but I don't like that being at the desk thing. Yeah, I could work there, or I could just leave when I need to. Yeah, that's wonderful. Yeah, that's beautiful.
And they know not to ask me. I'm going to tell you why, though. They have one objective, and the objective is all the orders of the day have to go out. So you ladies in the warehouse, figure it out. Don't get me involved.
That's fair.
Right?
That's more than fair. Somebody's asking, what's the idea? Mina is asking, what's the idea behind the Biggie Smalls candle that's sold out? I guess you mean the inspiration, I guess?
Well, it's not sold out. It's on a wait list. I have been working on that for 5 years now. We have the Biggie Small estate. You remember he used to wear Coogee? The Coogee, the sweaters?
Not me, but yeah, they probably know. I don't remember too well.
So he used to wear Coogee. So it's a 5-way collaboration. And I got to get it right. And it's not sold out. It's just hasn't even been launched yet.
Oh.
Wait list, yeah. So Neiman, I was waiting for Neiman Marcus to grab it, but the economy changed. They're like, Raffi, we're kind of being very careful right now. So when I get to it is the answer. But I have a license. So Biggie's estate makes money. Coogee makes money. The photographer, Baron Claiborne, who took the photo, makes money. The perfumer, who is the perfumer for Tom Ford, he's on board. And so it's a 5-way collaboration. Too many people are involved, but it's such an amazing project.
It looks like I've seen that. I'm not real familiar with the designer, but I've seen that.
Well, I'll tell you the story. I didn't chase them. They came to me.
I bet they did.
Yeah, they came. I'll tell you a funny story. One day, what's her name? Who's the lady, the singer who goes, "Occur"? Who's that? I forget. Oh, come on, you know who she is. Occur. Somebody's
Yeah.
gonna.
Cardi B.
Cardi B. So Cardi B walks into my office one day. She's like, "Yeah, we with her staff, and like we want to do a candle." I'm like, "I don't know who the heck you are." Like, I am not doing. Months later, I told my children that. They're like, "Are you nuts? You didn't do Cardi B's candle?" I'm like,
What?
"I didn't know who she was.
You don't have to know who she is.
I didn't know who she was."
Wow. Well,
Same,
I hope maybe she'll come back. I don't know.
the same story applied to Little Kim too, by the way.
Well, see, you got to get to know the community, sir.
I didn't know.
Because you're in New York, they're in New York. Yeah, you got to get to know them.
My head's in the business. I don't know.
Yeah.
I was sitting down with Little Kim in an office one day, in a lawyer's office. We're chit-chatting away, but she's like, "Yeah, I didn't know who she was. I was just having a good time."
Yeah.
So she's like, "You want to do my candles?" I'm like, "I don't do candles for other people,
Oh,
my own." I should have done it.
I agree. T is saying, Coogie, is it Coochie?
Coochie.
Coochie. She said, I didn't know there's a Biggie Smalls candle. Oh, yeah. Look on the website, T. You'll see, because I've seen it. I had another question that slipped my mind.
So it's a licensed, it's a very private, very limited edition, and it's $6,800. It's a lot of money. But,
dang.
Well, don't forget, it's like when you buy a Supreme, Supreme and Louis Vuitton bag, they go for $30,000.
And that's the thing. We are all about luxury, and this is my first real, really high end candles. I've had some others. Nest is the closest thing that I've gotten to, this high end. But I mean, there's y'all. You come home, you get your glass of wine, you light your beautiful, elegant candle, you put a little bit of straight ahead jazz in the background, and you just got a whole mood going on. Just with a candle. It just makes all the difference. The scent of your home. I've been talking a lot about home scents for the last couple of weeks. And I mean, this literally, I can smell it. And I have these 18-foot ceilings. I can smell it all the way upstairs. So it's just phenomenal.
Well, think about it. Your home is the one place you have total control over.
Yep.
Home, you can clean it, you can make it look fresh, you can make it look good, and sometimes it takes a lot of time, but then every night you did your thing, you fought your wars outside, you come home, and that is
your sanctuary.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, any other questions, y'all? We're going to wrap it up in a minute here, but you guys got the website where you can go and get your candles. And that's the only way you can get access to the limited edition Well Diva Thompson Ferrier candle that will be a gift to you when you make a purchase of $175 or more. It's Orange Blossom, which is the scent I've been talking about for a few weeks because we are gearing up to go back to Morocco for the 4th time. So,
Can I interrupt you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you've been to Morocco. Yves Saint Laurent used to live in Morocco.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Have you been to his garden?
I think I've been to the museum. Is it the Margarel Garden?
Yes.
Yes.
So I went there to Morocco. I met with the gardener there, and we created this orange blossom there. This was created in Morocco.
Well, that's why when you were doing your live and you said it was orange blossom, I said it smells like Morocco.
That's right.
It literally does, you guys. If you haven't been, this is the scent that's just so well known in Morocco. Fabulous. This one's my favorite.
So orange blossom is the fragrance that is used in all the homes in Morocco. Moroccan homes are like a big U-shaped kind of home where you enter in the middle. There's a courtyard in the center and the bedrooms and everything's on the side. But they burn the orange blossom in all these homes. It is the welcoming, sweet aroma of that culture, by the way. And it's not people make a mistake. They think orange blossom is citrusy. It is a sweet, beautiful fragrance. It is not citrusy.
It's more floral.
It's a white flower. It's the white flower of the orange blossom tree, which is it's like a neroli, an orange blossom. They're all in the same family.
Yeah.
So, and
well, that's why I'm saying these two, you could, if it weren't so strong, you could burn these two together because they complement each other.
And that's, you see what you just said? You said if it wasn't so strong. For the record, I use 18% fragrance in my candles, where the entire general public, including Nest, they're like 8%.
It's definitely a difference. Definitely. I mean, you get what you pay for.
Yeah.
Like I was saying, when you go to Home Goods and get a candle, it's not going to be nearly as good and strong as the Nest, and then the Nest is not as good and as strong as these. Like there's levels to it.
Well, it can't be, because you know, think about it. $7.99. What could you possibly get for $7.99 by the Home Goods? What? You know. I'll tell you a trick that we used to do at Home Goods. This wax, I can put my finger in. It's like solid, like a Crisco, right? It's that thick. When we used to sell to Home Goods, because this is so expensive, we used to aerate it so it has bubbles in it. So it's a lot lighter. So it burns a lot faster, but you're getting air. How else can we make the money? There's always a way to figure things out, you know?
There's secrets, candle secrets. T says you're missing out on multiple opportunities well, I don't think he was excluding T, but she says excluding Cardi B, Lil Kim, and other entertainers. Just that he didn't know them. But you want to respond to that?
I didn't know who Cardi B was when she came in, and I don't do projects for other people. The only reason I did it for Biggie, I have an affection for Biggie because I believe Biggie has a very important story for young kids, people. Biggie is a guy who came from the Brooklyn. He was in the projects. He was not the slim fit guy. He had all the disadvantages in the world. He managed to have a personality that is so outgoing, so strong. He was great with the ladies, no matter what his size was. And he was very inspirational to a lot of people to have a positive attitude in a very, very, very negative situation. And for me, that, by the way, is the only reason I'm doing the Biggie candle. Okay. Not the money. Because at the end of the day, that story is a very important story for me. Because we all have, and you see me like now, I'm getting excited because I'm sitting forward on my tail. The world's a tough place, people. It's a really tough place. And kids need to know that winning is in your head. All the challenges you have, winning is in your head.
Right.
You know, it's really because your environment is terrible. You know, Cardi B was in a horrible position. Lil Kim was in a horrible position. But for me, my emotion is more attached to Biggie. Okay.
And you make your choices.
That's right.
Mina says, for the perfume bracelet, is there a warranty since sometimes jewelry may dull?
You know, I will tell you this. I don't have a spelled out. Let me show you what the bracelet she's talking about. I invented this thing that's never been done. So I made this bracelet. This is the same company that does the Hermes bracelet. So this is enamel. This is gold plated. And it has let me show you. This is the Tiffany blue. It has a ceramic. Oops. Hold on.
I haven't seen this.
No one's ever made it like this, where I made a ceramic porous. So you put your essential oils on here because I have eczema. I don't want oils on me.
Okay.
So I did this for myself for the men's version, which was the black one. You see the black one?
Yeah. Nice.
And I wore this for 1.5 years and it didn't tarnish. I just want you guys to know that. The answer always to me is, and this goes like in here. Hold on, sorry. And that closes, right? And you open it like this, size 7, and you can see underneath it, your skin will heat that ceramic and the air will diffuse out of that. And that was the idea here.
Wow.
The answer to me is, I have never, ever had a customer that's not happy with me. So I don't worry about warranties. I don't worry about return policies. What I worry about is, are you happy with me? I'm going to do everything to make you happy. That's all I'll say.
Okay. Wow, that's awesome. T says, love the orange blossom. Can't wait to return to Morocco in October. Yes, we are going back in October.
You should go. You should go to the artisanal road there. There's a road that all the metal workers, because metal work is very big in Morocco. You know that. You have to go. Oh, I will send you.
Yeah. All the intricate, like the screens and windows and yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I would love to know about that though. What part of Morocco?
We hired a tour guide for the stay that we were in, so that we go see everything. So that was one of the things we did. The other things is you have to have a dinner on a tent, like with the 4 wheels and go out. You're gonna do
we definitely are doing that.
Yeah, and then there's cabanas you sleep in overnight, which is you'll see the stars.
Yes, we did the glamping in the Sahara Desert. We've done that twice. We're not doing that this year, but we have done that. It's amazing.
Yeah, there's not. I mean, the rest of it is the same. You're going to see the same things.
Really? No, you get the tannery and fez.
Yeah.
If you want to get nice leather, when you do the full tour, it's really something. But we're just doing Marrakesh this time.
Beautiful.
Mina says, it's nice. I like the bracelet.
Yeah, the bracelet is on our website. Again, I think it's on a wait list only. I don't make too much of anything, but they come in the white, in the Tiffany blue, and the black. And again, you're saying luxury. I never use the word luxury because luxury is an experience, and I happen to have that reputation because everything is. We spend the time to test everything. We really do. And everything is handmade by the ladies here. And the box for this, let me show you. Hold on. You're gonna have a heart attack when you see the box for this.
That's for the bracelet.
Yep.
Oh Lord, yeah, because you guys, have you seen the packaging for the candle? My goodness.
I know.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, and I mean, it's all lacquer box,
Ooh.
Yeah, it just goes, and you get four ceramics. It's $495, but like that.
I love that idea. And so there are how many different scents that you can get for the bracelet?
I don't offer the scent. That's because it's so hard for me to make the scent. So I let you wear your favorite cologne fragrance.
Oh, I love it. Okay, so it's where I can put my scent in there.
Right.
Is it an essential oil that I put in there, or I can put perfume in there, or what?
Anything you want. Anything you want. Yeah.
That's great.
So in this thing, on the ceramic, this is porous. This custom made. Here, you see it? See that? It's custom made. It's a porous ceramic. You just drip the oil on it. You just drip the oil on it. And to show you a little sampling of the packaging, you guys, again, it comes back to packaging. This is the elephant that she's got.
Y'all, look at that.
So you guys,
I didn't even open it until I moved into my house. I got my candles like 3 months ago, 2 months ago, and I refused to open the package until I got in the house and got everything put away. It was like a big event just to open that box. Look at that.
I mean, you buy a Lalique vase or Baccarat vase. It's the same. It's the same packaging.
So I said after you can put a little tea light in there. You can put a bamboo plant in there. What are some other ideas?
We find a lot of people put little plants in there, or they put their pens in there. A lot of people put that in the entrance, and they throw their keys in when they come home. That's the first, as you know, you have to have consistency when like a place for your keys, a place for your wallet. So the keys get thrown in there. So instead of getting a box, people throw the keys in there. I find, for instance,
brushes.
Yeah, we have a lot of people that do that, especially in the office area. They use it for their pens, and they just throw all the stuff in there.
Somebody's asking Says Facebook user, can you purchase extra inserts for the bracelet?
Yeah, it comes with 5 inserts to begin with, because there are 4 here and 1 in the bracelet, and we have thousands of more of these things. They're pretty much nothing. They're like, like $5. They're nothing. The cost of the you're going to pay more for shipping than you're going to pay for the ceramic. Yes, and we have thousands of them if they break, because they do. If they fall, they might break.
Okay, and then I have a question. My favorite fragrance is oud and rose. Like, I love those scents together. Do you have any candles that have oud in them? I think you do. Don't you have one?
Yeah, it's big time. Champagne rose.
Oh.
Champagne rose has a 30% rose and then 70% musk, oud, woody notes. But then it has, the reason we call it champagne rose, it has a little bit of effervescent top note, but the rest of it. Does anyone know the fragrance Montal? Montal, the company Montal. It's rose musk.
Yeah, I'm not.
It's very similar to the rose musk of the Montal fragrance, but it is not a light fragrance. It is strong.
And which candle? What's the container? Or is that one that you can put whatever fragrance you want in there?
No, it's the gold. It's the champagne rose is the gold version of this one.
Okay.
The gold version of the Sagano. Sagano.
Bamboo? That's what it looks like.
Yeah. So in Japan, there's a garden called Sagano Gardens. And the history behind this is supposed to mimic your family's strength, by the way, because bamboo trees left generation after generation tend to grow bigger, stronger, fatter, and more robust. So this is a symbol for strong family.
Wow.
Yeah. So this one comes in a champagne rose, and on the gold one, champagne rose.
Okay. And then my last question, I don't see anyone else have a question. Just put it in there. I wanted to ask about being able to choose your own fragrance for the holder. Is it just the big Buddha that you can do that with?
Yes. The answer is yes. But also the answer is, if you call in here and you talk to us, we'll try to help you out. How's that for an answer?
I like it.
Okay. A lot of companies are like, this is what you get, and that's the end of that. I have one person dedicated on the phone, Brielle, just for customer service. That's an entire job. And her job is to make you happy. And that's what I care about.
Okay. Well, we certainly appreciate it, Raffi. Anyone else have a question? I'm going to let Raffi get on the freeway and head home if you guys don't have any more questions.
Long Island Expressway. You know which one that is.
Oh, that doesn't sound good. Tarsha says, hi, Tarsha. She says, what's the shipping time frame?
Oh, if you place your order before 11 o'clock, same day, after 11 o'clock, next day.
Okay, so to ship out the next day, Tarsha. Anyone gonna grab their candle so you can get that special Well Diva candle as a gift? Let us know. And
I will say, we are. The important part is I work with. I'm in Nordstrom. I'm in Neiman, online only. I choose to be Neiman Marcus, Saks Fifth Avenue, Four Seasons, the Baccarat Hotel, Faena Hotel. These guys, we do what's called, we're on their websites, so they expect us to ship very fast. So we ship like instantaneously. We don't have orders lingering.
Okay. All right. Tarsha says yes, she's placing an order. And Mina says, thank you for this. This was awesome. Yes,
I have a question.
And Rita says yes.
Thank you. I have a question.
Okay.
My big, especially, I'm getting to be 60 years old, and with 60 years old, mental health and well-being and being comfortable and enjoying life. I envy you guys for taking time and going away and doing your things. How do you manage doing that when you're busy?
What, you mean travel?
Yeah. How do you find the time for that? I wish I did. I can't find.
Do you exercise?
Oh yeah, I walk a lot.
Okay, so you got to put travel up there as a priority like that. You block off a couple of weeks out of the year, and it's non-negotiable. It's got to get it done. It's part of life. Once you prioritize and you make the decision to give it that high priority, that's just a done deal.
It's funny you say that because that's what my wife says, right? You know, we're going to my where are we going? Oh my God, I forgot. You see, my greatest.
Lord, that's a shame.
You see what I mean? Mallorca. We're going to Mallorca.
Okay.
Yeah. So she's
you need that break. It sounds like.
Yes.
Yeah, you gotta make that. It's got to be non-negotiable. I mean, that's the fun part of life.
I know. I know.
Okay, Gina says Mom just placed her order. Wonderful.
Thank you.
See,
and Brielle just came back.
Oh, I think I saw her walk by you. Hi, Brielle.
Hello.
Gina says, thank you. Love the Thompson Ferrier story. Hi, Brielle. Nice to meet you.
You as well, Renee.
And someone, Facebook user, once you place your order, how are we to identify getting the Well Diva candle? Because you're ordering through my link. You make sure you order through the link, and then that's the way he will know that you're affiliated with Well Diva, and you'll get that candle. So it's thompsonferrier.com/Well Diva Lifestyle. That's the link that I posted a minute ago. I'll post it again. And if you're getting my emails, you receive that link there as well. Mina says, wife says, get on the plane. She will handle everything. Just get on the plane. That's all you got to do. She got you. She got you packed. Taking care of your calendar. She's locking up your iPhone so you can focus on her and Mallorca. All you got to do is show up. Just bring your wallet. That's all you need. T says, does Brielle have the Well Diva candles for us to see before you jump on the Long Island Express?
LIE is the Long Island Expressway. Do we have one that's made? If it's not made, it's got to be made.
Right.
So, okay, LIE. Somebody knows New York.
Well, she said, I thought it'd jump on the lie. I'm like, what lie? Who's lying?
Long Island Expressway. I'm going to be sitting in a lot of traffic, guys.
Oh.
That's all right. It's all good. You know why? Because I will get on the phone and chit-chat all day.
Get some work done.
Yeah.
Okay, there's the link again. If you guys missed it, thompsonferrier.com/Well Diva Lifestyle. That is where you make your purchase, and you'll get your gift candle as long as you purchase through that link.
All right.
She's looking for the candle, or did she dip out on us?
The lights are off in there, and because I'm looking at the camera, I have no idea where the heck she is.
Okay.
The lights are off inside. She should turn the lights on so she can see what she's doing.
Okay. Well, she mentioned to me a brown jar.
Yeah, it's a beautiful. It's called Have Faith. We have
to say that
because again.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
It sounds like me. Like, how'd she get that? Well, she said she got to know Well Diva, so she's been doing some research. Because she said it's called Have Faith, and I'm like, how'd she know that? That's me.
So you're a churchgoer.
Well, the church is inside of me. I grew up a church goer, but I study a lot of different beliefs. But I grew up in a household where my mother walked by faith, so I got it honest.
It's not in this one. No, it's not in this one. This is not the one. She doesn't have the bottle. This is the right visual, but it's the wrong bottle. This is not the bottle we were talking about. This is too small. It's a bigger bottle. You're going to be surprised. It's a beautiful bottle.
Okay, T. And whoever else is asking, I think that was T. Somebody was it T? Yeah, we're just gonna be surprised. Okay.
Yes.
So you
gotta have faith.
yeah, you gotta have faith, honey. So they need to make their purchase right now before we sign off, or is it today, or how long is that offer good for them? A couple of days or so?
Midnight.
Till what?
Midnight.
You want to postpone? She said until midnight. We'll do it. Is there a reason why we won't do it till weekend?
Oh, we can.
Yeah, we'll do it till the weekend.
We'll
As
give-
long as they buy, look, it's forever. Let's put it this way: as long as they buy through that link.
Mhm.
But if somebody turns the link off by mistake, then I would say the sooner the better. But I'll leave it on for a couple of days.
Because it's a limited edition, you guys. If you want it, go ahead and get it. It's available as long as it's available.
That's it. That's well said.
Once it's gone, it's gone. So if you want it, get it.
Right.
And you do want it. That orange blossom, that's the one I have here in the gold. Fabulous fragrance. T, you went with me to Morocco and I gifted everyone a little bottle of orange blossom oil, and it was just wonderful. I went to visit my neighbor in California when I got back. Down the street from me, I walked up to her door to ask her something, and all she could say was, "What is that fragrance?" And it was that orange blossom oil. Wonderful scent. All righty. Well, thank you so much, Brielle and Raffi. We certainly appreciate this. This has been a lot of fun.
You gotta come here.
What you doing? I can't see.
She's giving you a heart.
Like that, right? It's so funny. The first time I ever saw that was when I took my daughter to Justin Bieber concert, and I was like, "That's so creative." And she was like, "Mom, he didn't make that up." All right. Well, thank you so much, you all. And ladies, thank you for joining us. And I will see you next Well Diva Wednesday. Make sure you check into my YouTube on Saturday morning for Selfish Saturday also.
Oh, I like that.
All right.
Thank you, by the way. Thanks for having me.